this one now.
Yep.
Flint, get out of here.
Just trying to make the voyage interesting.
Yeah, next the entire boat's gonna be on fire.
Alright.
Yeah, don't do that. That makes my job harder.
Actually, I lied. I go to the gun deck and start the guns. Because they're pretty.
Good. Stare at the cannons. They're pretty.
Yep.
Dinner bell goes off. Everybody goes to the galley. Anybody does anything? Say anything?
Is everyone actually in the crew quarters right now?
No, everyone's in the galley.
Well, I meant, did they go back to their crew quarters while I was heading into bed?
No.
No need.
Damn it.
There's a rat that stares at you and then runs away.
Awesome. Can I befriend him?
No. He ran away.
I'll wait for him tomorrow.
Anyway, go to the galley. Get about halfway through dinner. So where's Mercury?
I'm in the galley.
Yeah, he came.
Oh,
You're not.
You actually want to? Oh, well, no, we going to the galley.
Everybody goes in the gallery. You all meet up there. You all eat your food.
Okay.
Anyone have anything they want to say or discuss or talk about?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to trust Tempest less and less as this voyage continues.
You
You
trusted
can
him
trust
to begin with?
Tempest less?
Well, I mean, if we started at 0 with no trust, it's now, we're like super negative now.
Is that the scientific term?
Yeah.
Yes,
Super negative.
we're
Okay.
super negative.
Also,
Um, apparently, the short one,
tracks.
yeah, Thalia. Apparently, Tempest killed her family. And she also doesn't like the mentioned tech priests.
Interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and guess she didn't say why Tempest killed her family.
No.
No, that would be convenient.
Yeah, she ran off.
Well, Flint, you didn't exactly approach her with the most.
Hey, it worked, didn't it?
Yeah, but we didn't get any of the specifics.
Sounds
Especially
to me
not
like
after
you managed to
started
piss off a
attack-
crew member who already has a grudge against our employer.
And
Definitely
us.
worked.
Yep.
But hey, we learned something.
She considers us hounds of Tempest, basically.
Oh, cool. So I'm a dog now.
In her eyes, yes.
Hmm.
Sup, dog?
Being that this is the... Well... Never mind.
Okay.
Was that you or Slate?
I
So,
was thinking, but I haven't actually done anything outside of my canon training, so I haven't really talked to her.
right now we just need to figure out what the connection is between Tempest and Tech Priest.
Hmm.
Well, he did come up with a reason to send us to Graia. There's supposedly tech priests there.
There could possibly be tech priests there.
Well, supposedly.
Supposedly, possibly.
There may or may not be tech priests there. There, we've established this.
All right, so I'm the optimist and you're the pessimist. Got it.
Anything else you guys want to discuss, or shall we move to the next day?
I didn't find out anything new for once, so I'm good.
You guys
Except
are
the
doing
fact
stuff?
that- well, we're talking to people. Where were you all day?
No way.
Just don't blow anything up.
What? Since when have I done anything with demolitions?
Just saying.
I
That's my
stabbed
job.
a guy.
Just saying, if the ship gets blown up, I'll be very disappointed in somebody.
Okay,
Well,
as long as it's not me.
At
If
least...
you find the captain dead, probably me.
That's good to know.
Is there a
Good.
chance of that?
I don't know.
So some of the crew around
threatening
you start shifting around a bit, looking over their shoulders at Mercury.
I said it. Captain's dead, it's on me.
Oh,
20 bucks.
God.
Who's taking it?
Don't even...
I
I pull out my little counting hat. All right, $20. Here we go.
Does anybody here really think that I would announce it to a room full of people out in the open ocean that I'm going to kill the captain? Because it just seems like fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish my soup and go into the kitchen.
I run out the door towards the captain's quarters.
He's got balls, man.
You
So
really
this
want me to kill you, right?
So in this episode, I get to kill Zach, right?
Anyways, I continue eating my soup.
The crew murmurs amongst themselves, and nobody does anything.
I befriended a rat today.
So you guys finish eating, clean up the kitchen, and go to sleep.
You live a sad life if you'd have befriended a rat.
Alright, so,
A rat is the sigil of a scum.
at this point, there are two options. I'm either going to speed up time significantly so we can get you guys to Karzola by the end of tonight, which I'm
Please.
only hoping to do within the next 10 minutes or so. Other than that, we could either do that or go basically day by day like how we're doing, but we'll have to end the session and then pick it up before you get to Karzola.
I'd like to get to Karzola.
Yeah, Karzal sounds nice.
I'm
Alright.
not against going to Karzala.
So, we're just going to do this. I'm going to ask you guys what you will try to do for the next 2 weeks. You'll tell me, you'll roll, I'll roll, we'll see if it works out. If there's any role playing, we'll do it as quickly as possible, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so what happens over the next couple of weeks? Drex is not, she doesn't show up for Slate and his cannon practice or go down into the hold for at least 3 days.
You assholes.
After that, she shows up as normal, but is a bit hesitant to talk to any of you besides Slate because she has to. There's nothing else that really remarkably interesting happens. Nikus gets in trouble and is sentenced to a couple of lashes on the deck for having accidentally dropped cargo overboard.
Jesus.
So, who wants to go first?
I do. I'll
Okay.
go first.
Flint, what do you want to try and do over the next 2 weeks?
I want to try and formally apologize to Thalia and basically continue exchanging my life story to get hers, but not going as far as saying I was a part of a gang, but basically my military background and how I was abandoned and all that happy
Yeah.
fun stuff.
Roll your fellowship plus 20. Alright, well, we'll finish. Is there anything else that you're going to try and do besides that?
Other than that, no.
Okay, good. We're going to get to that at the very end of the session. Joanna, what do you want to do?
Check on Nikus like every 3 or 4 days, and actually have Kraken help me try and befriend the crew so I can get stories and news out of them. No,
Alright.
I'm not giving up on this.
Other interesting things that you've heard for the remainder of the voyage is that you've heard that a bunch of people were killed outside of Ranetier. You heard that they were torn apart. The crewman that told you said that he believed it was probably just large beasts, and he doesn't. And who really knows what lives out in those mountains. Beyond that, you also heard that a Rankin spy was executed in the Lunar Empire. He was caught copying a nobleman's ledgers. The crewman that said it, hopes that it doesn't end the peace, though he guesses that would be good for the trade business. Those are the only other pieces of information that you get.
Still good to know.
Anything else you're gonna try and do?
Nah, I'm good.
Slate, what do you want to do?
Well, I guess if he's gonna make good with her, I don't need to talk to her about anything.
You can try to, if you talk to her, you know, it'll kind of smooth things along with both be coming at it from different angles to try and help her, or help him befriend or anything.
I'm good.
Okay.
He started it. I had nothing to do with it. And, yeah. So I guess just keep doing my cannon training.
All right. If you want to, you can mark down on your sheet. Again, for the XP cost, just put GM.
Okay.
Cannoneering as the
Cannon.
skill.
Cannon what?
Cannoneer.
Oh, okay.
Cannoneering.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what you are.
Fun.
All right, Mercury, is there anything that you wanted to do?
Yeah, every day I go into the kitchen and I continue shadowing the cooks, just looking up basic techniques like deboning animals, if they're deboning meat, or descaling fish, just basic how to survive stuff when cooking. Just like how to tell something doesn't have fucking salmonella.
Okay.
I also, if I can, I search the lower decks to see if I can find any kind of lock, and I just kind of practice my lock picking if I can. If not, not so much. But I do practice my sleight of hand just to keep my skills.
You know, just start trying to jack crewmen?
No. Just like putting stuff up and down my sleeve, like card trick
Oh,
kind of
okay.
thing. Just stuff to practice my agility. And halfway through the voyage, I get restless, and I make the only trip to the top deck and just use it to stretch my legs, run a couple laps around, and then I stay on the lower deck for the rest of the voyage.
All right. Put down trade cook, but minus 10
Okay.
to your skill list, and you can add it. Slate for cannoneering, it's a straight ballistic skill.
Okay.
Mercury, I believe trade cook is intelligence. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it's intelligence.
Wow, I'm fucked on that.
I'll double check just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's an intelligence thing.
I don't even know if trade is or is in there.
Yeah, it's
Trade is intelligence, yes.
Well, trades have
cook-
different things.
I'm sorry, cook is intelligence. Sorry.
Okay. So I was like, I know armor is a strength test. Anyways, getting back to Flint, you and Sorry, hold on. I need water.
No problem.
You and Drex get a camaraderie going up about the people that you've lost. She's been told that since she's so gadgety throughout her childhood that she must have been a descendant of the tech priests, though she didn't know her parents well enough or anything to figure out if that was true or if it had any merit. She goes into detail telling you that Tempest slaughtered her family, which was part of a tribe of the Wilds just south of Ranetier during the last war that the Alkanauten and the Rankin had. She mentions that she's very afraid of Tempest, saying that he's not a normal man, that he could do things that other people just... It was physically impossible, the feats that he would do. That she's heard that he's never been bested in combat, that he's suffered wounds that would kill many men, and the next day he was fine. These kind of legends she has heard, and because of what has happened to her people, she's inclined to believe them. You discuss with her that you aren't fond of him, that you took this job because you just needed the money, that you don't trust him very much, and that you think he might be trying to fool you, and she has a bit of a respect for you in that way. she talks a little bit about the Hellhounds and the Stepsons, and of the Lady of Pain that lives in Sanctuary with Tempest, which we'll get into next session. You guys can just ask me about those then, because I'm just trying to get through this. And at the end, when you guys make landfall at the port of Karzala, she asks if, or you mentioned that you guys are going to Graia, and she asks if she could tag along with you.
Yeah, of course.
It's the whole.
I don't
She's
think
asking the whole
Mercury's-
party.
I'm fine with it.
Mercury, I believe, has literally not even met her once, so he's
Nope.
going to turn to everyone else and say, do you guys trust her?
I look surprised at this because I don't know how aware I was made of the whole burgeoning friendship kind of thing, but no, Joanna doesn't have any problems.
I assume she knows that we're meeting one of his captains.
Yes. She says that she doesn't want to be, like, directly apart, but she wants to travel with you. But she wants to go to Graia to see if there was any truth to it, her ability to tinker, if she was descended from tech priests, and also just to go back to where her family died. And she knows that that's out of the way, and so she'll go on her own when you guys get to that part. But she wants to travel with you as far as Graia, and then she'll go on her own.
Well, I suppose as long as she carries her own weight. Sure.
Yes, she says that she's very gadgety, good at repairing things.
Cool. We'll need a tech person.
I'm a tech person.
Yeah, but if we have a descendant of a tech priest going on right here, it's pretty damn good.
So
Yeah.
Do
yes,
you guys trust her then?
She's been
Richard,
teaching
can I
me
say
stuff, so
over
yeah.
the weeks that I've been talking to her that I've developed a good amount of trust with her? Yeah.
Then she's
Yes.
fine in my books.
alright, and so ends this session of Dark Heresy. You guys have made landfall in Karzala, and we will go with you getting off the boat when we come back. In a week. What?
What are we
quick
playing
question
next
for you.
week?
Huh?
We should all do our availabilities. Because Sunday's going to be an interesting day.
Anyways, what was it, Zach? Before we do any
Yeah.
questions.
The trade cook.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get to mark that as like the first checkbox to the right of that? Do I get to mark that?
You can, but you're going to be adding a modifier of -10 every time you do it. Just
That's
as long
fine
as you know it.
because if I don't check that box, I'm
Yeah,
at a
no, it's half
16.
intelligence, I'm aware.
It's not
You're
half.
at-
Well, yes.
It
It's half
is.
intelligence, -10,
Minus-
-5 for being in the wild. I have to roll a 1 if I want
I
to
know. No, it's it's fully trained, but you take the -10 plus your negatives to the being in the wild.
That's fine because I'm taking it at that point.
I know that's fine.
okay.
God,
I'm taking it at an 18 instead of a 1.
I thought this through.
Okay.
All right, so that was a good 4-hour session. So everyone gets 200 experience.
Yeah.
Did anyone create a new alter ego contact or confidant?
Can I consider Thalia? Because she's now part of our party and she gave me a shitload of... Or we talked a lot.
You can.
Alright.
There's another 50 for everybody. Anybody else make any contacts, alter egos, or confidants?
Would Kraken count?
I don't know, because it's not like you'd be able to really contact her again after you get
Yeah,
off the
that's
ship.
that's the one thing.
I'll think about it. If I decide that it would be plausible that you'd be able to contact her again, I'll let you guys know and just give you the extra 50, but for now we're not going to count it.
Okay.
And you didn't eliminate any threats to the Imperium. So, Anybody want to make any arguments for bonds and or disposition?
Nope.
I had literally one line that I didn't trust Joanna because she was law enforcement.
And I kept trying to half-ass making Mercury brave, but I don't even know if I'd count that. I probably wouldn't
What were you
count
doing
that.
to make me brave?
Well, we're not setting the forest on fire. Like I said, half-assed.
Okay. Yeah.
Danny, what's your disposition for yourself?
Joanna's too trusting. Oh, for
No,
myself?
for yourself.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. That's why I cut myself off halfway through it.
Yeah.
Desktop. Dark Heresies.
I think it was something about money.
Yep, I'll do anything for quick buck.
money. Okay.
Well, he did anything for soup, so
That
So-
that
was
counts.
anything
Slate-
for soup.
And Flint don't get the XP from their disposition. Joanna, would you want to make an argument for yours?
Yeah, I didn't really enforce any laws. I mean, I tried to get people to follow social laws, but obviously that didn't happen.
Flint.
Yep.
Merc?
I tried to carry myself differently, and I tried to learn an honest trade so that I wouldn't have to just steal all the time. But it was more for my own survival than it was for that. But I did try to schmooze my way into sounding more important.
Okay. I think I'll allow that. Give yourself 25 experience.
Okay.
Granted, that's generally not useful until you get a couple of them, but yeah, so there you go. That's all of your experiences.
Does he get anything for creating an alter ego? Because near the beginning, when we
When I called
first,
myself
Yeah.
Vice Admiral or whatever.
Yeah, that guy didn't believe you.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
You didn't
Oh.
create an alter ego.
never mind that.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to argue for that one.
Wasn't sure.
I think I said Vice General, not Vice Admiral.
But yeah. Also, Mark, if you wouldn't mind putting your bonds and stuff on your character sheet.
They are.
I don't see them.
They're all in my other notes.
Oh, no, I mean on your, just in
The bio.
the
Oh,
first
got it.
bio.
Oh, yeah.
So they're easier to just, so I can just
Do you want
click
me to
and
move them
check.
from my other notes to there?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you wouldn't mind, so it's just faster for me. Alright, so that's Dark Heresy. If everyone wouldn't mind updating their schedule today or tomorrow, since Danny might be busy Sunday. We can figure out if we can play some other day.
Copy that.
And yeah, later guys.
Sunday's just gonna be interesting because I have to be up at 5 in the morning on Monday.